Hey, I'm NichBoy, and today I'm playing The Lion Song Episode 1. The Lion Song is an episodic indie adventure game by developer Mipumi. In it, you play as a classical violinist who needs to escape the high-pressure world of being a classical violinist. So moves to the mountains or something. This is not your normal setup for a video game, so let's see how they pull it off. Violinist? Violinist? Violist? String pusher. All right. Episode 1. Silence. Milk. Train station. Do you have enough socks? You need plenty of socks. It's very cold there. Mama, you packed the suitcase yourself. All my voices sound the same. It's stuffed with socks. Nothing but socks. I feel like the suitcase is trying to compensate for something. All aboard! All aboard for Vienna! See, I nearly do an accent and then I shy away. You'll write your mother, won't you? Every day, Papa, I promise. You're such a liar, but I love you anyway. Is this how we spoke back then? All aboard, last code for Vienna. Mama, let the boy go. The boy? I thought I was a girl. He will get in trouble if he's late. My dear boy, take care, take care. I will take care. I've got all these socks. Look at all the socks I have. Yes, Mama, Papa, you take care too. Wilma first left them on this very train. Now me. Wilma? That's a William if ever I've seen one. Oh, I get it. Wilma left them, and now I am. Vienna! Not gonna try to pronounce that second bit. I'm guessing this is Vilma? Myself. Arthur, where are you? You asked me to come to your office? Here I am. Ah, Vilma. Impatient. Waiting? Maybe. At last you want to talk. About us? Wait, where is he? Where is he? You're so shy, Arthur. You don't know how to begin. Oh, don't be silly, Vilma. You keep hoping it will happen. Where is Arthur? Am I Arthur? Is this nondescript shape Arthur? Is this Arthur's hand? Vilma. Welcome. There he is. There's Dirty Arthur. I'm glad you're here. I just had to see you. Sorry I'm late. Why'd you want to see me, Professor? Professor? Oh no. Where have you been? I haven't been waiting long. Right, so she said you keep wanting to happen, but it never will. Is it what I think it is? Why'd you want to see me, Professor? Let's go with the cheesy porn dialogue. Please, call me Arthur. Well, I have been calling you Arthur the whole time up until you turned up and then I called you Professor. Why did you want to see me, Arthur? Well, to be quite honest. Yes, Arthur? Vilma, your performance at the salon. It was quite incredible. The guests could not believe their ears! Oh yes, they seem to enjoy the music. Or I'm so glad. Right, so the question here is, do I want to be someone who's like, oh yes, they seem to enjoy the music, the rabble, my brilliance, or I'm so glad, I'm so surprised. I feel like I would go with I'm so glad. I would be thrilled that someone enjoyed what I did. Let's go with that. They want to hear more from you, Vilma. We need to keep up the momentum. How is the new composition coming along? It's more difficult than the others. I'm progressing. It's more difficult. There's a lot of pressure now. Your music is so new. It entices. It challenges. I think. No, I know. We're about to achieve something great here. He's sort of moving into Shatner territory. The future of music. Arthur, we must build on the success of your performances. If we stop now, we'll squander this opportunity. We have to keep moving. Keep whacking. We have to establish your name. This guy's living vicariously through me. I do not appreciate it. Well, that is. What is it? I've started composing it, but, oh, Arthur, I'm stuck. I'm horribly, horribly stuck. I don't know how to complete it. Vilma, don't say that. I've bet money on you. In that weird betting on classical music composers gambling ring that we have here in Vienna. Won't say the second word. We've come so far. Everything we've worked for. What a great way to display that someone is chilling. I can't bear to let you down, Arthur. I know what's wrong. It's the pressure from the Institute. You're an android. I'm mixing the games now. Everyone clamoring for your attention, recognizing you on the street, and even more pressure from me. I don't get why only even more is shaking, and there's no space between more and pressure. And even more pressure from me. Vienna is a city, we can't change that. Well, I don't think anyone was asking you to turn the city into a bus. Don't remember that line of dialogue. Vienna is a city, we can't change that. No, it's not you, Arthur. You said it yourself, it's momentum. I don't understand any of these. I mean, I understand it's not you, Arthur, but I would say a lot of it is definitely you, Arthur. Vienna is a city, we can't change that. Vienna is a city. We can't change that. Arthur's just dumbstruck. What? You need a change, that's clear. You're talking nonsense. Listen, I have a cabin in the mountains. Don't ask me how I can afford it on a professor's salary. It's all that gambling I do in your name. You'll be able to work there. I can't accept that. No, you've done too much for me already. Would you come with me? Yeah, let's hook 'em up. Would you come with me? Aye, that would hardly help your reputation. Oh, but I want to. You need time alone. The quiet. Yes. Quiet. Which makes me think that she doesn't mean quiet. I'll take care of things here. What, do your exams? What are you taking care of? Arthur, I can't. I'm not asking. I'm telling you, go to my cabin in the woods. I will lock you there if I have to. It's settled. A carriage will pick you up tomorrow. I also own the carriage. There are plenty of supplies at the cabin, because I keep it stocked. You're not bringing your old violin, are you? As opposed to your new one, or one at all? Because I feel like you should probably take one. Of course I am. Playing that old violin relaxes me. You'll have to walk the last part of the way. It's quite a hike. I'll manage. Very well. I do think this is for the best. You'll be completely alone. No distractions. All right. Somewhere in the Alps. Forest. Almost there. Just a little bit further. Thought almost there was more descriptive text. Oh, it's because I'm clicking on the forest. I get it. Just a few more steps. Telephone poles. Forest. There we go. Wow, she really did pack light. I mean, I don't want to nitpick, but the bags are the height of her ankles, so she could put one sock in each bag. I finally arrived. That's it, Arthur's cabin. Oh, Arthur, I hope so much that you're right. And inspiration is waiting for me down there. There's a storm coming, and not a one of you are prepared for it. It's my Michael Shannon impression. Watch that movie, take shelter. Go to the cabin. The Lion Song, Episode 1. I made it just before the rain. Hopefully it will stop soon. The walk up here was exhausting. Oh god, she caught it. She caught whatever he has. Phew. Alright, Wilma. Sorry. Alright, Vilma. It's time to unpack your bag. Where is your luggage? I should unpack first. Okay. My bag. I'm starving. There should be a sandwich somewhere in here. He said it was stocked. Music paper? Here it is. A letter? Who is it from? Oh god, it's Arthur. Oh god, he's been in your house! My dear Vilma, I hope you had a trouble-free journey. I'm sure you have started writing already. Inspired by the beautiful surroundings. Arthur. The whole point of this is to remove pressure from her. You wrote a letter saying open upon arrival. The first thing she does when she arrives is open the letter, and the first thing in the letter is, I'm sure you've already started writing music. Arthur! Ah! You're a regular Pete. Read on. However, I have a confession to make. Oh god. Arthur's married. Perhaps he's written something about us? So she does like him. Before your departure, I started to organize a concert. Arthur! You're the worst! I was able to convince a few illustrious colleagues to offer their works. I don't want to read on. I had to call in many favors, but Mr. Schonberg, Mr. Berg, and Mr. Mahala have all agreed to participate and share their works for this glorious evening. Hopefully, he's just saying, I've put on a great concert, it doesn't involve you. I've got some really talented people here. Enjoy your time in the cabin. Just relax. Scheiße. Oh god. The grand finale. Vilma, imagine it. I understand that this is all very abrupt. Look at her face. Look how sad she is. and for that, I apologize, but not really. One of those fake apologies. I'm sorry if you feel like this is all abrupt. But now is your time. The musicians start rehearsal next week. The piece must be ready by then. I can't cope. I can't cope with how terrible a professor this guy is. In anticipation of your return, oh God, what now? I've told everyone, quote, you're better than Beethoven. Arthur. Shocked. A concert? 1 week? How is this less pressure? Arthur, how could you? The storm is almost here. How am I supposed to write something if I can't go outside? I am trapped here. Oh God, this is not gonna end well for Vilma. With a storm outside, like we've just established. And within me, silence. Okay, so we've got some problems. Eat the sandwich? Yeah, understandable. Hello? Hi, it's Arthur. Great news, the concert is now tomorrow. Also, you're gonna dance in it. Halo. Right. Set in a different time period than I thought we were. Je t'aime, Nikdo? No? It feels French, but he looks Austrian. Excuse me? Oh, German! Yes. Who is this? With whom do you wish to speak? Are you sure you have the right number? Who is this? Who is this bald man I hear? Who is this? Anyone who says, before they have to answer who this is, they're not going to tell you who they are. Well, my name is Leos. Are you still there? Yes. Amazing! I wonder if... Are you close by? Where are you? Is this like 1940s sexting? Is this a booty call? Is this a booty call for Arthur? Because Arthur should be here. This is Arthur's cabin. Is this Arthur's love buddy? Arthur and Leos? Sitting in a tree? Putting space THE space PRESSURE space ON space Vilma? I'm in Austria. I'm in the Alps. Where are you calling from? I'd rather not say. Well, let's play it safe. I'm in the Alps. It's pretty broad. There's a lot of Alps. The mountains. Yes, those Alps. Ah, I have you trapped. I never would have dreamed this. Really? Because the line, like, at this point, even though it appears that Halo has already been released for the Xbox, you don't have mobile phones. So you called a landline. There's nowhere else that phone could be. I was told you can speak over long distances, but to actually hear a voice? Oh, right, you just bought a phone. You just bought a phone. That's what it is. This is true, actually. People used to, when the phones first came out. Little side note. Side note. John, play the side note music. When phones first were invented, people used to just buy them, and the numbers were much shorter, so they would just call up just to hear someone else talk. John, end the side note music. It's amazing! I can now finally talk to my niece, Nicole. Right, so why would you not just call her? I'm assuming you're not saying that out loud. What was that? Nothing. Thunder, there's a storm here. What was what? What was what? That noise just now. How embarrassing. I hear this noise every day. When my guests come to me with empty bellies. This guy loves to share. Is this the inspiration we need? Is this the symphony? Hungry tummy? In G? You're an innkeeper, Leos? I am. Best dumplings in all of Bohemia. Right. So you are French. Wonderful when they're fresh out of the pot with a rich hearty sauce. Stomach rumbling. And when you cut into it and the steam comes out, oh God, you're just making everything worse. It sounds delicious. Please stop, you're torturing me. Sounds like you are your own best customer. Please stop, you're torturing me. Ah, and in reality, they taste even better than they sound. Ah, so you're a sadist. You're still going. I wish I had some here right now. Of course you wish that. Oh ho ho. I apologize. It sounds like you are very hungry. I don't know why this is all so funny to me. It was a pleasure talking to you, madame. I am very sorry. Very my manners. I didn't even ask your name and address. My name? It's Vilma. Vilma? Vilma, it was a pleasure to speak with you. Say, do you think we could talk again sometime soon? They gave me a number, 1255. Told you, shorter numbers. Maybe. I hope so. Goodbye, Leos. Thank you for your call. I really have to eat now. I would love to combine all of those, but let's just be polite. I really have to eat now. Goodbye, Leos. Oh, close. Goodbye, Vilma. Okay. Time for my sandwich. It tastes delicious. I am so tired, which is why I just put on a meme face. It was just too much for my first day. That is true. Hiked a very long way to a cabin in the mountains, escaped a storm, was told that you need to perform a concert next week, and then talk to some stranger on the phone. I mean, how long does it take to compose music? If you told me to write a song by next week. No bueno. Oh god, and the sandwich was poisoned. Arthur! We'll leave it there. Alright, so that is the Lion song. And I will say, I was expecting this to be a little more emotionally affecting from the get-go. I think looking at the trailer and even the premise that was said, you know, in Vienna in the past, that you're playing as a classical musician who is going to the Alps to find inspiration, that's the setup for something that's a little more deep and possibly poignant than what we've gotten here so far. But by no means do I think that this is bad. I think I was just expecting maybe a little more gut punch at the beginning. But I do think it's a nice little game. That the setup is cool. This is not something that we see in games. It's very minimalistic, obviously, from the art style to even the dialogue it's quite sparse. There's not really a lot going on. There's a lot of just downtime, I guess, but it's quite relaxing. Also, this game is free, so this first episode is free. If you like the first episode, then to play the remaining 3, which will come out obviously at future dates, I believe it's $10 total to get the whole game, but the first episode you can play for free now. And I do think there's enough here for me to go back and continue, if only because I just like this little quiet setup where, you know, not a huge amount is happening, you're just watching someone do something, really. And also, we need to find out whether or not she wakes up and this is some sort of Saw situation where Arthur has drugged her and she's in a room and she has to compose. Someone else needs to compose. There's a dead guy on the floor, and it turns out in the end of the day, you know, that was Beethoven. I mean, he composed the best one, so then she dies. Which is how I figured this game's gonna end. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Pocket My Pocketeers. NichBoy out. Mwah! Arthur, dirty dog.